Welcome back to Tribe Talk, presented by Truist. With us, the head swim coach at William & Mary, Nate Kellogg. And Coach Kellogg is the reigning CAA Women's Coach of the Year because his team won the championship. And Coach, first of all, congratulations on the individual award. And I know, most importantly, your team swimming very well at the proper time.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it.
So tell us a little bit about the preparation that went in, and I guess I should ask you, did it surprise you? Did the championship surprise you in any way, shape, or form?
No, I mean, we knew we had a shot going into it, and that's one of our goals, is to always be in contention going into the meet. We may not actually win it every single time, but we want to have a shot going in. With every championship meet, there's going to be ups and downs. You know, we certainly were not perfect, and that's what we kept telling our team, is we don't have to be perfect. And a lot of our athletes, as you will know, are perfectionists, and they don't like to hear that. But the meet is 7 sessions long. I've never been to a 7-session meet where mistakes don't happen. So luckily, none were catastrophic. But I'm not sure if we ever caught any breaks. But I don't think we needed any. You know, that was, our kids just stayed very focused and stayed focused on their preparation, not on the scores or the points or the places. They just dialed into what they needed to do to be at their best. So they're a tremendous group that earned it.
You know, I often talk to coaches about resiliency. At William & Mary, you learn that. You learn that in the classroom. You learn that in everyday life, and certainly you learn that in your sport. But these young people, both on the men's side and the women's side, where the program was dropped, and how. I guess from your heart, Coach, how amazed are you at these young women that won a championship after that?
It's unbelievable. It was 17 months ago, and at one point, we didn't know what the future of our program was going to be, and in this day and age, the transfer portal is wide open, and you can go in anytime. And we had a couple swimmers decide to transfer, and certainly that was the best decision for them, but. But these young men and women decided to stay around, and they knew William & Mary is where they wanted to be, regardless of whether we had a team or not. And their loyalty is second to none. So it makes this all the more sweet because they chose to be here, and this was the best place for them. So on the same token, when our team was cut and then reinstated, we had to scramble to recruit and to bring in a class. And that is this freshman class. They were tremendous this year. We had a freshman, Ellie Scherer, got second in the 200 IM and ninth in the 100 breast and 200 breaststroke. And she just is on a completely different level than what she was as a high school swimmer. I think she dropped 7 seconds in the 200 IM this year alone, and something like 13 seconds in the 200 breaststroke this year alone. So, we certainly didn't expect that coming into the year, but we're okay with it though.
Coach, I want to give some accolades to your champions in the league. One individual champions, Missy Cundiff in the 50 free, Katie Stevenson in the 100 free, Anna Kenna in the 100 back, and Annie Tuttle in the 200 breast. Tremendous athletes, tremendous performances by those young ladies.
Yeah, absolutely. And they've earned every single gold medal that they got this year was earned. They work extraordinarily hard. Again, they're level-headed, they're focused. They're tough, not too much will shake them. We actually won 2 relay events as well. And that was, all those victories are huge. And these women put in the work and definitely earned it. Missy Cundiff actually has a really good shot at making NCAAs. So she's going to be back in the water very soon. And I think she will qualify for NCAAs.
Wow, that would be a tremendous feather in the cap of this program and your program. Congratulations to Missy and good luck to her. Tell us a little bit about what that would mean to get an athlete into the NCAAs.
So that would be our first woman since 2009 when Katie Radloff went. I think Katie went for several years in a row, if not all four. I think what it shows is that, you can get to the highest levels of the sport while getting, a world-class education that's second to none. So Missy had a tremendous summer. Last summer, she actually went to Olympic trials. And because of COVID, USA Swimming had to separate trials into two waves. They had wave 1 and then wave 2. And wave 1 was for like the swimmers who, had no real legitimate shot at making the Olympic team. They qualified for the Olympic trials, but had no, serious shot at making the Olympic team. Missy came in seated 46th in the 50-meter freestyle. She ended up winning it, was going to go to wave 2, but because she did not think she had a serious shot at winning, she had already planned a summer internship back home. So she decided that was more important. And, she had definitely fulfilled everything, all her expectations in wave 1, and finished the summer ranked 55th in the world in the 50-meter freestyle.
Remember that name, Missy Cundiff. And I remember Nate Kellogg and his 2022 women's team who won the CAA championship, bringing that trophy back to William and Mary. Coach, congratulations and continued success in your program.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
We're opening the door to better financial services, better experiences, better partnerships, better technology, better communities, and a better future.
Everything you know about Colonial Heritage is true. A beautiful golf course with exquisite dining and superb event space. But this is also true. You don't have to live there to play, dine, or celebrate there. So let Colonial Heritage be your host for a round, a meal, or a gathering. It's all true. You don't have to live there to enjoy being there. At Colonial Heritage, golf memberships are available. ColonialHeritageClub.com.
What does tomorrow look like? That's really up to us. By exploring what's ahead and learning from where we've been, we find ways to care and teach ourselves and others how to heal so that we can make life better by design.
Welcome back to Tribe Talk, presented by Truist. This is Jay Colley, and with us, we're joined by the head football coach at William & Mary, Mike London. Coach, I was, doing my homework here. coming up on your fourth year. It does not seem like you've been around for 4 years. Obviously, you have a long and prestigious career, but welcome back as head football coach.
Thanks for having me, Jay. Good to see you again. And it seems like times have gone by really quickly. It's amazing, but we're excited about where we are now and where we're headed. That's the most important thing.
So obviously, we're looking towards the 2022 campaign. I think we'll have a complete schedule out in a month or so we won't necessarily talk about all that. But Coach, we are deep into spring ball right now. How are things going?
We've gone Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, and Saturdays as we continue on. And as I said, last week was a great week of the first week of practice. We're on the second week as we speak now. And it's been going well. It's a lot of recall. It's a lot of guys that have played in college football games that are out there practicing and participating. And the goal is for us to get better at what we do, become really good at the techniques, the mental aspects of it, the concepts of why we do what we do. And thus far, coaches have done a great job with it, and players are responding, and so things are going well.
Coach, this may be a silly question, but it won't be my first one. Are guys competing right now for spots, or does that happen mostly in August in terms of competing for first string, second string, and their other items?
You always want them to compete. You don't want anybody to feel comfortable. You want through demonstrated performance that they are doing the best that they can. Traditionally, depth charts have been settled coming out of spring practice, with everyone knowing that even that, when the new players come in the August camp, there's going to be competition as well. So that's why you recruit. That's why you test the transfer portal. That's why players have a chance to develop over the summer. And so you always want to have players on notice that they've got to compete and keep their opportunities, where they may end up in the depth chart. But that's the great thing about being competitive athletes here, about this team being older, is they understand that, too much given, much is required. And, how they work and the way they work will depend upon, how many opportunities they have when it's time for the whistle to blow.
Well, I know, speaking of older athlete, the Carl Fowler decision to come back and play for another year. He's a two-time captain. He's a real leader, and I know you're looking forward to having that young man back in a Tribe uniform.
Definitely. Carl's been a great leader for us. Obviously, a player that's in law school right now playing, the experience that he has, the knowledge of, how to lead out in front has been truly amazing. And I wouldn't doubt that he may have an opportunity to extend his opportunity to be a captain for this team. Our last practice is March 12th. March 11th, we have a high school coaches clinic to bring our high school coaches in around the state, here to look at the great facilities and listen to our coaches. And our pro days coming up around then. We got to be the match, the Bone Marrow Drive that we've done every year. That's coming up soon. So we'll get all those dates out and be able to share with you, Jay, and hopefully see people at this facility, at our place, and enjoy what's coming up.
Tell us about your coaching staff as it stands right now.
We have really good coaches, and a lot of teams want to, kind of adopt your coaches and bring them on. But, we lost one. We lost Gordy Samus, a great coach, great friend. But we're able to replace him with a really, really good football coach. That's the offensive line coach, and that's Mario Acatelli. So he's been a welcome addition, to the staff. He's acclimated himself because he's been here before. So we're excited about having Coach Acatelli.
Coach, not that we need to go deep into this conversation, but Hampton University, Monmouth, Stony Brook, and I understand North Carolina A&T have been added to this league. Some comments on the additions in what will be clearly a new CAA football conference going forward.
Now, without a doubt, Jay, we look at the climate of college athletics, and we look at the need for some geographic locations that make sense to reduce the amount of traveling, to get a strong group of schools that are competitive. And when you look at the CAA, now I would say arguably the best FCS conference in college football right now at our Division I level FCS. You look at the geographical locations of those schools you've just mentioned. They kind of match the geographic areas and where there's other competitors. with Hampton being a next door neighbor, North Carolina A&T down there with Elon, Monmouth, so it's, those schools resonate with the opportunities to divide the football part of it for us into a north and a south, playing our opponents, within the South Division. And then I don't know what the exact, how we would play a team in the north, but we definitely will do that as well. So there's flexibility in schedule. There's the opportunity to be fiscally responsible. There are really good competitive teams that have been added to the conference. So we look forward to the competition.
Thanks, Coach, and good luck.
Thanks for having me.
If these times have taught us anything, it's that anything is possible, especially at our public schools. Overcoming great adversity, we salute our teachers and students who brought their A game every day. Whatever tomorrow brings, our commitment to public schools is stronger than ever. A win for education. The Virginia Lottery. $11 billion to Virginia's public schools since 1999.
Fun fact, Mountain Dew and spicy chicken is the perfect combo.
Does it look like I don't know that?
Okay. Didn't mean to ruffle your feathers.
We both did the employee training, Gary.
Okay, don't jump down my beak.
Doing spicy? Do the do.
We're opening the door to better financial services, better experiences, better partnerships, better technology, better communities, and a better future.
We are Growth for Virginia, a grassroots campaign bringing together students, parents, employers, and educators. We believe talent is what sets Virginia apart. We believe in providing all Virginians affordable pathways from learning to earning. We believe innovation and investment in our standout higher education system can make Virginia America's talent leader. Together, we're asking our leaders to make transformational investments in our future and a stronger Virginia.
The William & Mary Student Athlete of the Week, presented by the Virginia Lottery, recognizes tribe student athletes for their standout efforts in competition, the classroom, and the community. This week's William & Mary Student Athlete of the Week, presented by the Virginia Lottery, is women's track and field freshman Emily Ervin. Ervin was voted the winner by the William & Mary fan base via social media polls on both the @Tribe Athletics Twitter and Instagram accounts. Senior swimmer Anna Kenna, women's basketball graduate student Sydney Wagner, and baseball graduate student David Hogarth were also honored as finalists for the weekly award. Ervin earned the honor after setting the school freshman record in the 60-meter dash at the Navy Select Meet on February the 18th, running 7.78 seconds. This marks the second school record Ervin has claimed in her young collegiate career. Ervin also topped her own freshman school record in the 200 meters at 24.96 on February the 13th.
Around the neighborhood.
Everything you know about colonial heritage is true. A beautiful golf course with exquisite dining and superb event space. But this is also true. You don't have to live there to play, dine, or celebrate there. So let Colonial Heritage be your host for a round, a meal, or a gathering. It's all true. You don't have to live there to enjoy being there. At Colonial Heritage, golf memberships are available. ColonialHeritageClub.com.
We're opening the door to better financial services, better experiences, better partnerships, better technology, better communities, and a better future.
At William & Mary, we strive to be more than we are and to do more than we've ever done. Here, we do not live in the shadows of the giants of American history that we helped to shape. We stand on their shoulders, reaching higher, looking further, and leading the way forward. To be a place where history happens every day, and to be a university for the bold.
Welcome back to Tribe Talk presented by Truist. With us is Ed Swanson, head women's basketball coach at William & Mary. And first of all, Coach, thanks for joining us today. And we got really all positive things to talk about, including 4 consecutive victories. Congratulations on how your team is playing late into the season.
Thanks, Jay. This is what we've been working for all year long. As it's well known, we lost a lot of tough games over the last couple months down the stretch, especially in CAA play. When you talk about losing to Drexel, Charleston, and James Madison, 3 real tough, hard-fought games that we lost down the stretch, and it's great to see all our hard work pay off. And with this 4-game win streak, we had to win in different ways, and we had to win games with our defense. We won games with our offense. But I'm finally seeing that all the kids' hard work is paying off for them.
Coach, resiliency has been the mark of this team, having to overcome some incredible tough losses earlier in the year, and you've done it. You got to be proud of the coaching staff and the seniors, the leaders on this team, for hanging in there.
Yeah, Jay, like I think I talked about last time when I was on with you, this is one of my favorite teams to coach. They really haven't hung their head at all. I think they see that we were really that close, and we had to continue to work and do a little bit extra to get over that hump. So, these last 4 games have been really rewarding for the team. Like I said, that their hard work has paid off. We fought through a lot. We've showed a lot of resiliency in terms of fighting through injury and not having our full complement of players at all times. And we did that again, during this 4-game stretch.
Let's talk about some of those great athletes that have contributed to success. We can always talk about Riley Casey and Sydney Wagner as they continue to lead, not only on the court, but also through statistical data.
Yeah, no question. I mean, it's no secret that we go as they go. And, they're 2 players that, can score the ball in a variety of different ways. Riley, we're asking her to guard the best player on the other team night in and night out. But those 2 players have really carried us, at times offensively, which was really evident in the Northeastern game where I think they had 27 and 24. So when they get up there in the scoring category, we're going to put up a lot of points on the board. But they both have had really good games and played well during these stretches.
And going to this weekend at Drexel tonight, and then on to Delaware, you boast the reigning Rookie of the Week and Ruthie Montella. Tell us how she's playing, and I'm assuming you agree with that with that accolade.
Yeah, Jay. She's missed 8 straight games, so her first game's back due to injury. So she wasn't completely healthy this week, but we're on a 4-game win streak. We won 3 in a row with her in the lineup. She just gives us that added presence off the bench. She can defend. She moves the ball well. She can score the ball at times. She gets to the foul line. So she just, with her out of the lineup, those previous 8 games, we struggled at times because of Sydney and Riley having to play those 40 minutes and Kate Ceramic having to play. So Ruthie gives us that ability to, sub in, sub out. And then at the same time, she's a very productive player, but I'm really happy to see her rewarded. But she showed great toughness and grit this week because she is not 100%. And we're really proud that she was honored with CAA Rookie of the Week.
Coach, it was a good time to get on that winning streak. You had a lot of fans in town. It was all-in weekend for William & Mary, and you provided them with 3 wins, UNC Wilmington, Northeastern, and Hofstra. Congratulations.
Yeah, that was great. I thought we had great crowds this week that really propelled us to those victories. I mean, the fourth quarter and all three of those games were pretty loud. So we were happy that we were able to give our donors and our fans and all the folks here for all in weekend, 3 solid victories. But Jay, I'd also like to talk about a couple other players. Rebecca Frisbee Smith, had a big game for us with Riley Casey in foul trouble against Hofstra. And then Kayla Beckwith, whose development has really, I think, propelled us to this 4-game win streak. She had 15 and 8 against Northeastern, followed up with another great game against Hofstra. So it's great to see everything clicking, but we'll have a tough one tonight against Drexel.
Coach, I was looking at some of the stats I wanted to bring up with you. You have 4 or 5 ladies that really enjoy dishing the basketball, some really high numbers in assists, and that's got to also please you as a head coach.
Well, yeah, there's no question. Jay, that's the first stat I go to is how many made baskets and how many on assists. And I think that's important. And in the Northeastern game, we had 30 made baskets and we had 20 assists. So that really shows you how we're moving the basketball, sharing the basketball, looking for each other. And when we do that, we usually have a successful night offensively and defensively. When we don't do that is kind of times when we do struggle. So that's a stat that we go to right away.
And obviously, every coach loves rebounding. Bray Bellamy amongst the top on your team. And again, she has a lot of folks. You have a team that loves to go to the boards.
Well, there's no question, Jay. Defense and defensive rebounding. If we don't do those two things, it's going to be tough for us to win. So, Brie Bellamy has done a great job this year. On both ends of on the offensive glass and the defensive glass. But that's something that we continue to harp on and focus on a day-to-day in our practice sessions. Is our initial defense, our individual defense, and then our team rebounding.
Keys to a victory over Drexel this evening.
Well, Drexel's a top team. They're first in the league right now, and we lost a tough double overtime game to them here. They force you to grind games out. They run, their offense. The shot clock doesn't bother them, so we're going to have to play 30 seconds of focused defense the entire game. And then, we're going to have to score the ball and, like we just talked about, share the ball, move the ball against their matchup zone. But, Drexel's a great program, and, we're going to have to, show all those intangibles, resiliency and teamwork and all that to pull one out on Friday night.
Good luck, Coach. Thanks for your time.
Thanks, Jay. I appreciate it.